Hi guys, I know I haven't done a video in ages. This is going to be hopefully quick because I started doing one that was rambling and I thought, what the hell is the, like I'm talking about other things has nothing to do with what I meant to talk about today, which is the Canada Council for Arts. What is that? Well, I'm going to tell you what it is. I have a book here I found it in. It's not my book. They don't sponsor my books, and that's okay. And not saying that as a rotten thing, like, oh my God, they don't sponsor my book, so I'm going to be nasty and say things about that. It's not that, but I'm curious. So Canada Council for Arts is this thing. See this? This? Yeah, that little tree thing. You'd think for a Council for Arts, they'd have a more interesting logo. Anyway, that's beside the point. The publisher acknowledges the financial support of the government of Canada which, by the way, if you're Canadian, is you, the taxpayer, through the Book Publishing Industry Development Program, or BPIDP. That's an awfully long name to say we get government money to help artists, but that's okay. For our publishing activities, we also acknowledge the support of the Canada Council for Arts for our publishing program. Now, I see that all the time. I've been seeing it for years, and I kept looking and thinking, what the hell is that? So, and I'm a writer. Didn't know. Looked it up. Did some research. Not deep research. Not like investigative journalism. I'm not that. I don't want to be. I don't have time. But I did a little research. And apparently, like most government departments, a lot of money gets thrown at it and probably wasted. Let's be honest. There's questions of mismanagement. Is that true? I don't know. Maybe it's not true. Maybe the greatest organization ever. I don't know. I'm always iffy on any organization that the government gives money to. And by the way, again, in case I forgot to mention earlier, you're paying for it. If you're from Canada and you're watching this, you're paying for it. The government, people like to say the government's paying, government funded. No, you're paying it. Your taxes go to the government who decide what goes where. And I could go on all day about how I feel about that. As in most Canadians could. Most Canadians have a lot of strong opinions on that, as they should. It's their money. Their money. Anyways, so this Canada Council for Arts, every book I pick up seems to have the logo I just showed you. The Lou Tree, again, not very creative for a Council of Arts. Think you come up with some big, interesting logo, but it's pretty basic. And maybe the organization was basic when it started, and maybe it was, but like a lot of government things, it goes to hell in a handbasket. And the more money they get, the more they think they need, the more we don't know where it goes. Right? I don't care what you're talking about when it comes to government. They've got millions. I see here 23 to 2024, 14 million. That's according to the internet. The internet could be wrong. It's been wrong before. And a lot of authors get it, which is good. However, how do they choose that? Now, that I'm not so sure about. I kind of looked into it a bit. It seems like it must be through the publishers. So it's not, I don't know if it's directly or indirectly. I did see something about they provide up to $25,000 to support for full-length projects. I did like 18 full-length projects. Can I get my money? Yeah, right. They wouldn't give me 25 cents, I'm pretty sure. So, and one of the reasons why, and I'm not saying this to be bitter, like, oh, I didn't get any money, so I'm going to complain. No, it's not that. I didn't look for the money. I didn't ask for the money. The grants I've got have been very few and far between, and mostly because I don't apply for them because I feel a little weird about it. It's not up to you or anyone else, really, to finance what I'm doing if I choose to do it. Right? I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to expect the government and you, if you're from Canada, to pay for it. If you want to buy a book, that would be great. But I don't know. I'm a little iffy. But I'm not comfortable with it. I've got and when I got any kind of grant, it was like $100 or something, right? It wasn't like 1,000 or 10,000 or 25,000. I can't imagine. And if you had offered that, like one time, I probably would have been, but knowing the government and knowing how things are now, you'd have to write something super woke, and you don't have enough diverse characters. Actually, I probably would be, other than the fact that I'm an independent author, which apparently they don't seem to gear towards, and I'm rural, which they say apparently rural areas don't get as much of this money. It seems to be more urban centers, the city slickers, they get it. And I say that as somebody who used to live in the city, big city and small cities. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I might be eligible because I do have diverse characters. I mean, I have, people from different countries and ethnicities. I can't speak today. I have a gay character, he's not trans, but apparently if he up his game and became trans, maybe I would get a grant from the Canada Council of Arts, because it seems to be a thing with the Canadian government these days. I don't know. I mean, yeah, so I don't know how. I'm a little skeptical because it's government, and we should always be skeptical of government. I don't care what party's in. We're not getting a political discussion, but let's just agree that the government tends to mismanage money, and I'm sure this organization's probably the same. Again, didn't do deep research, don't have time, don't care. You don't like me for saying that, I don't care. You don't have to watch this, and you don't have to agree with me. I don't care. You can rip me apart in the comments. People have tried. I just delete them. I don't care. Literally. I'm not saying that because I really kind of do. No, I don't. Yeah, so I'm just trying to look over my notes here. Like, so I suppose if I was more, like, better at doing videos, first of all, I'd have better lighting, and, I'd probably fix my hair a little more and stuff like that. I don't know if that lighting would help that either. I'm just trying to look over my notes. Seems like certain areas get more money than others. It doesn't seem to be even. There's a lot of question about, again, mismanagement. It's government. It's mismanaged. There shouldn't be any question. If the government's behind it and there's money involved, it's mismanaged. Period. But how do you feel, like, as a taxpayer? How do you feel about the fact that you're paying apparently millions to this organization? I'm wondering how much of it is staffing and what they do all day. But I think we wonder that about a lot of government departments, right? And there's some government workers, yes, I know some that work very hard. I'm not saying they don't, but let's face it, I've heard stories where they don't. And I'm not, talking about you walk into Service Canada. I mean, I've always got help there, for sure. But I'm talking like some of these sort of niche, we'll say, departments like the Canada Council of Arts. And again, I'm not shitting on them. Maybe they do terrific work. I don't know why every book I pick up that's from Canada has that symbol in it. It's kind of insulting in a way. It's almost like saying that us as Canadian authors can't stand on solid ground. We need somebody to boost us up. I mean, I don't understand. Again, not that I'm doing terrific, not that I'm a best-selling author either, but I don't know. I'd rather do it legit if I do it. You know what I mean? And if I don't make any money at it or whatever, that's fine too. I don't like the idea of taking taxpayer money. Sorry, I just don't. I'm not comfortable with it. And I don't expect it, not for my writing anyway. I mean, I go, a doctor or whatever. I'm not saying that. I just mean, like, for something like this. There seems like there's more important things, especially right now, than the Canadian Council for Arts. And I don't know, again, government department could be perfect, pristine, is how, as far as managing the money. I'm just skeptical. And I'm skeptical because I feel like it's only certain people who are going to get the money. And I just kind of go back to what somebody told me years ago, that she had a boyfriend, she might still, I don't know, who went to journalism school, said that, in Canada, the people in the industry get to decide who's kind of going to be up and coming and who's going to not get any attention at all. And I tried to do things the legit way when I started. As I was learning about it, and that's why I just self-published. So the hell of this, I'm going to do my own thing. And, you know, and again, it's not because I have bitter feelings about it. I just, in general, well, I'm bitter about the government in general. But, you know, I'm just saying, should you, the taxpayer, if you're Canadian, be paying for this? And why can't these industries, the publishing industry, stand in their own 2 feet? You know, like, I don't understand. I don't understand. And again, don't know. I'm just questioning it. I'm just questioning it. Personally, I don't want government money for my writing. If I can't do it on my own, then I can't. And that's just the way it is. I don't want a bunch of government money thrown at me from an organization like this. I don't know. That's just me. That's my personal opinion. That might make me a loser. I don't care. I'm not even writing right now. I might in the future have some ideas, but I'm not even writing right now. Personally, never got any money from them 18 books. Hey, if you guys want to give me money, no, I'm joking. When I say that, by the way, I'm joking because people might attack. Well, like earlier you did say, no, I'm joking. I'm joking. Anyways, not that it'd be hope in hell, I get it, but I'm joking. What do you guys think? If you're a writer, have you ever used this? Do you think it's useful? Do you know anything about it? Again, just did quick research. Don't know, don't care about going too in depth. I'm curious. Just like a lot of people probably see that symbol, maybe not even notice it actually, unless you're a writer, in which case you'd be like, what is that? Anyways, what do you think, guys? Just put my 2 cents, like it or leave it. Have a great day.